Hello, Libra. It's umomgtarot, and someone doesn't want you to know this. I'm about to blow their cover, so don't worry. Right, and first, we're going to figure out the astrological stuff behind this, and then get into the tarot spread. But first, if you'd like your own personal reading, check out the description. There's a link. And here we go. Alright, so, Libra, don't get mad at me. Don't yell. Don't yell. First card, and they don't want you to know this, so they're giving these vibes. They don't want you to know this. Don't shoot the messenger. Pisces. Oh my god. Libra. Pisces, the name of their game is to be all whimsical. If you don't know something about them, it's because they don't want you to. Okay? They don't want you to know this. Now, another thing about Pisces, if they really, really, really like you, then they want to be around you. But if they really, 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 really like you, they'll avoid you because they don't want you to find out. They don't want you to accidentally make eye contact with them. So they may not want you to know something, like, because their energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, forgiving, and it's confusing. Softens resolve. Okay? Don't know if you have a Pisces or somebody that makes you feel like a Pisces would make someone feel. Then we got Venus. I knew it. I knew we were touching the pleasure center. I knew it, Libra. That's your planetary ruler. Of course, Venus likes being in Pisces. No pun intended. The part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. Well, as you know, also Taurus and Libra, Pisces, they get along real nice, real smoothly. We see beauty, we see luxury, but also we see partnership. We see synergy here. What don't they want you to know? Did they win the lottery? Did they get things? The sun. Mortal spirit. Purpose and destiny is involved here. Okay, so somebody feels like they hit the jackpot. Somebody feels like they hit the jackpot. The sun is associated with Leo. That's the ego. That ego sign. Fire sign. You know him? You know them? Now that's the 5th house of the children. It's all looking very lovey-dovey, very wholesome, very expansive in like a personal transformative sense, because you're a mortal spirit in destiny, and then we have all this like 12th house spiritual divine plus luxury, so it feels kind of manifesty, like I lured this lifestyle in through coincidence, love, attraction. I was destined to be great, fabulous. You know, that's what it looks like. So what the heck don't they want you to know? This is so up your alley. I don't know. Let's see it. Oh my god. The vortex. You got the vortex, aka death. You got the vortex. Sorry, the devil. The devil. I did it all for the devil. Yeah. The devil. Okay? And the devil, getting caught up in that cycle, getting caught up in that vortex of indulgence. Partying too hard every day, can't get out of it. Drinking every day, can't get out of it. Can't break the cycle. Getting caught up. Okay? Getting caught up in the cycle of temptation. What is going on? Pisces, Venus? You know Pisces are really bad with addictions and mentally convincing, like ruminant, all that int. Getting wrapped up in the head, the mental health. So vortex to just start this reading, they don't want you to know they're addicted to something. They're addicted to you. They're obsessive. It's not enough to just see you once in a while. They have to see you all the time. Are you dating? Are you dating somebody? Okay, we got loyalty. Well, if they're caught up, codependent, of course gonna be loyal. They'll go at turtle pace for you, apparently. Damn. You know what? They don't want you to know they have a crush. I'll just say it. They got a thing for you. They like you a lot. They don't want you to know that. Could be a Pisces, could be a Leo, their ego. They don't want you to know it's because they're the Leo in them, that sun. But the pleasure centers are activated with that Venus. So that's money, and then that's charm. Pisces, that's like shyness. Like, I like you, but I don't want anything. But I'm also a flirt, but I'm also like, hee. Oh, cool. The death card showed up. Freudian slip earlier, I guess. So transformation, again, destiny is involved here. It could be a Scorpio. I feel like, Knight of Pentacles as well, just like offering opportunity. I feel like somebody doesn't want you to know, but they're observing you. And you're ticking some boxes here. Because they're making big plans, and it's giving, I know it's giving Earth sign. It's giving Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But it's giving more towards Capricorn. The Death card is the fixed water sign. The Death represents the ending of something and the transformation of something new. So it feels like the loyalty came in before that, which means like accepting an offer. Maybe somebody wants you to be with them. They're tempting offer. There's a tempting offer on the plate that you want to indulge in. Oh my God. This person's trying to seduce you, allure you. They're trying to mentally get you on board. Libra, are you being headhunted at work? Are you being seduced by somebody that you weren't expecting, maybe even at work too? But like they're trying to offer you something. Somebody just gonna, it could be as easy as like banana bread. It could be, hey, do you want a free napkin? Hey, here's a bottle of water. You need that? You're coughing. Oh, thank you. Bling. But if something's divine here, and there's personal transformation on the brink, so loyalty is interesting next to the card that is associated with Scorpio. Temptation, however, loyalty, disloyalty, thin line. Oh, indecision. Okay, so I feel like you've dealt with this person before then. They're an indulgence, they're a temptation, they're like a luxury item because you're like, you probably know you shouldn't, or something like that, something weird. But I feel like maybe a lot of that energy is worn off because I don't see all the deception, I don't see all the terrible, weird, questionable cards. I just see loyalty, because maybe you've learned that this person's baked in, the loyalty is baked in because you've known them for so long. They have XP points. Or the vortex, this person, you may feel connected to them, very strongly bonded to them, and like you can't shake it. You might feel like it's divine or it's part of your purpose rather than something that is detrimental to your progress and growth. You see the Death card, change of personal transformation, then that's followed by indecision, almost with the Two of Swords, being at a crossroad, wanting to choose between one thing and the other. And I feel like if you are in a state where you have to choose between one and the other, some strangeness must have been going down. Now. Maybe it's a little bit more complicated than, hey, I'm back. Oh, hey. More like, you're back, but we're both in a relationship. We're back, but, I live up in Belmont. You live all the way up in Mississauga, Ontario. Okay, Five of Wands. Okay, defensive competition. Like I said, I feel like other people are around. I feel like there's a temptation. Some of you guys are indulging. Oh my God, I hope that like you're the one getting the indulgences, because then you already done know. They don't want you to know about this. Other people are on the roster, yo. Other people. You see Two of Swords indecision. Maybe for some of you wondering, because you too struggle with indecision, so you'll probably have a little bit of empathy for somebody who has indecision. But I think maybe their indecisiveness is because multiple people have their attention. Multiple things have their attention. And they're just trying to hold on to that process, hence the reversal. Well, just I'll decide soon. Soon, man. Soon. It's buying time to indulge, to overindulge. It's being gluttonous. Okay, so and these cards are in reverse as well. So I feel like there's competition. I feel like there's other people around. Person may not be immediately. I think that like what seems to be is a loyalty as a theme doesn't necessarily mean that loyalty is what's being offered, even though it is the Knight of Pentacles. Maybe loyalty is being offered, but it's not being executed. Maybe loyalty, they can see that that's your weakness or that's what you're really after. But there's a little indecision. There's some other stuff to work out. There's some kinks. I don't actually think this person is very like manipulative or anything. I just think that maybe the situation is calling for loyalty because there's some transformation. So it's like, I need you at my back, or you gotta have my back in order for me to get up in this vortex of temptation. And you're undecided because not sure if I'm just being Delulu or if I'm being brave and courageous. Five of Wands, competition. Again, there's more factors involved than what you know of this one person. Five of Cups, hesitation to move forward, sadness, thinking about the past, dwelling on the past and not moving forward, letting it hinder you. Seven of Swords. Oh, there it is. The deception right there. Seven of Swords. In reverse. Make sure you are who you say you are. Just as long as you know who you are and who you say you are. Okay? Because there's a lot of dwelling in the past. Even though there's a lot of transformation and indulging, you can convince yourself that you're just wanting the high life, the luxury. No, I have to go with my feelings. I have to go with how this thing makes me feel on the inside. Happy, good, laughter, joyful. I think I want it. Ooh, it's shiny. And kind of ignore and think it's destiny. And it could be. But you also have to pay attention to the other things that are offered. What looks like loyalty might be executed differently because everybody has their own idea of what loyalty is. Not ironing out the ground rules and articulating the actual details and nuances of expectations might be detrimental because indulgence is caught up when our minds are altered. Usually, the only way to get that fourth bowl of cereal is to have a third. And it's like, who the heck are you at third? After the first bowl, it's like, I get it, you want more. So you had a second bowl. Second bowl, you're like, I want more. You're like, hey, don't push it now. Like, it's a bit much, but like, maybe no. But it's like, forget, I'll just have it. Fourth bowl? Oh my God, fourth bowl? I'm coming back on my worst behavior, And it's like, you could say what you want. Oh, it's a small bowl. It's people who you should judge. I'm talking about the conversation with you on the inside. That 15th Krispy Kreme. Now you know. You can look in the mirror and be like, now you know. That one rat. Okay, so these four cards, the indecision, those are the ones that got me on somewhat of an Amber Alert here. In reverse. Dwelling. Change. Okay? With the Five of Cups, dwelling on the past, emotional with the past. That can capture you. That can affect other things. Seven of Swords, maybe you're not, again, living up to the persona that you're presenting in some way. You can't sustain the effort of this whatever you're getting caught up in. Maybe you like this person a lot, but you just forget that when I'm with them, I'm always anxious because I'm not sure they're going to like me anymore. I'm going to lose their interest in this, or it's always on and off, it's always hot and cold. But now that we're back, I'm so excited that we're back that I'm not even thinking about that stuff. I'm just caught up in this feeling. There is that with the Pisces and Venus energy. Okay? And they probably, if it's a cycle that's happened multiple times, they probably know how that go. Let me get you angry and then I'll leave. And then after a while, you'll miss me. And then when you see me, you'll be all disarmed because you miss me more than you are angry and you'll forget. So let me holla back. Okay? Let me holla back and move in. What? Oh my God. You back for good? Whatever I said, whatever I did, you back for good? Loyalty. Oh my God. Okay, you're a day one. You're a ride or die because I've known you. And then we have all these cards. Indecision. Well, I'm not sure. In my gut, I feel like I don't know. And are you talking to other people? I don't really want to ask that because I don't want to sound accusatory yet. And Seven of Swords. I don't know if I'm just putting on a happy front or because I'm holding myself back from saying certain stuff and Well, I can't really get over what you did in the past. You left me high and dry, and that really hurt me, and I can't really get over it for now. There's complications here. You may not like it, So, it might be fun. All indulgences were not meant to be the whole storyline. It's supposed to be like a little one-off, little cameo appearances. You're not supposed to have a giant cake for lunch every day. It's supposed to be just a little slice like once in a while on a birthday or something, but it'll show if you do. If you do say it, forget it. I'll just have a whole cake every day. People will know, and it's not just your body. It's your aura. You'll have a greasy aura. A whole cake. You think I'm talking about those Walmart ones that are $5? I'm talking about the decadent. I'm talking about the Libra. I'm talking about the double, triple layer. All the fixings, the fun. Oh my God, I should go to the grocery store because they got cake there. I should get some cake. But anyways, that's your reading. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment, share the video. And if you'd like, check out my Etsy shop. And get your own personal reading. That's what I was going to say. and do the description thing, because that's where the link is. And yeah, thank you for watching. No, I'm not going to get a cake. I'm going to go and sit down and behave myself. All right? Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.